See them run when I bust my gun, my gun, my gun. See them run, see them run, see them run when I bust my gun, my gun, my gun. Oh, what your name, Bloodstain? Pussy hole, them a fall like. Yo, shout out to all my dancehall fans, man. The dancehall clashes be some of the most epic battles when you really think about it. Like when you got like the Ninja Man and fucking Bounty Killer and Beanie Man and those epic beefs. This is way, 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 way before verses. Don't ask me why that was on my mind. I'm West Indian for some of y'all that know. People like Three Letter Man have no clue what that song was that I was just singing. He's way, way out the loop. He knows like that commercialized fucking dance hall, like fucking girls them sugar. He, welcome to girl them sugar. Like that's fucking Three Letter Man. Over here, it's different. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? Everybody feeling good? Happy Wednesday, middle of the week. I'm feeling good. So pardon my energy being up. Don't try to bring me down around here. I'm going to cut the chat on in a second, too. Put y'all on the side of the screen. I want to stay in tune with the chat. Good to see everybody. We've been doing uploads lately on both channels. This channel as well as the Sorry It's True Clips channel. Keep up over there. We are almost monetized over there. We need probably like another 2,000 hours of watch time and probably like another 200 subscribers, and we will be monetized over there, man. That's going to be a very big achievement. And I think the channel has also had the feature enabled for lives. So there's going to be all that, news coverage and paperwork breakdown and crime stuff that we covered on this channel. Now that channel has gotten to that achievement of being able to do lives, oh yeah, we back. So 2026, very, very brick by brick over there. But today we got a lot of news to cover. I have some shout outs and some respects to pay. Then I'm going to move into what y'all see in the thumbnail with A Wood, T-Top, Chef Trez, all related to Aye Verb and Aye Verb's upcoming battle. You see that I said this is a setup. I'm going to tell you even some of the cons as it applies to T-Top. We might have an interesting breakdown and reaction when we get to that one. Oh, this one's going to be fun. I'm going to do live with y'all my current Mount Rushmore. It ain't easy. I'm going to get some backlash. Some of y'all are going to be mad at me, but I'm going to do my current day 2020 because it's changed. I'm even going to show you documented online where it changed from. So we'll get to that piece in the stream as well. What else do we got? I got an Ill Will topic. Ill Will returned to URL recently versus Tay Rock. I want to talk about Ill Will on URL, and I'm going to relate that to a mini topic as well. And it's going to come right out of some other stuff that I feel like is going to correlate pretty well. I think we want to keep a nice consistency with this stream. I want to talk about King of the Dot. I got a quick King of the Dot topic. What else do I have? Rum Nitty and Jae Millz. We're going to go there for a second. What else do I got? I want to look at Calicoe's card and see who we're going to have for the winners of his card, which is coming up April 5th. So as you see, we got a bunch. Let me not even waste time, man. Once again, welcome back to the lives. It's been a few. Like I said, we've been doing uploads. So shout out to everybody on the way in. Good to see all y'all. Good to see all the members coming in. I see y'all. Let's just start now. Let's just get the homies up here right now. There y'all go. Chat on the side. Oh, I see members here. I see members and mods. So dope to see y'all. Like I said, I'm feeling good. So pardon the energy. All right, keep up with me. All ready? Let's get to it. First and foremost, I don't believe that I was live ever since this revelation came out, but I do want to pay my respects as well. Rest in peace to Krissy Yamaguchi. And I want to bring this particular post up because there is an active donation site for her. And here's one of the ats that you can go to right here at the top. It's here on the screen for everybody to see. And in loving memory of Krissy Yamaguchi, I never had the opportunity to work with Krissy. I think I met her a couple times though. From what I remember in person, as well as definitely what you could see online, ball of vibrant energy. Ball of vibrant energy, man. I mean, she had an opportunity, I think, to do that show recently. So that's like for the newer fans that didn't know where she's come from, but she's considered an OG in the game as well. So once again, didn't have the opportunity to work with her, but know very, very well who Krissy Yamaguchi is. So prayers up to Krissy Yamaguchi. Shout out to all her friends, her family, and her immediates. Condolences to all of you. And once again, the battle rap culture, we're a very tight niche community. And even if you don't know somebody super well, it doesn't mean that it doesn't impact all of us to some degree. So once again, rest in peace to Krissy Yamaguchi. Real talk. Okay. I'm gonna bring the spirits up in case anybody feels like, if that's new news to any of you. I think that news went around last week, so most of y'all know. But if that hits you somewhere just now, and this is your first time seeing that, I do have an antidote to bring the spirits back up. I have an antidote to bring the spirits right back up. This is beautiful news. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this post. It says, battle rap, good news. Moon has beaten cancer. Didn't even know that he was fighting cancer until I saw this post about 30 minutes before I cut the stream on. I said, nope, we got to put that to the beginning of the stream. This is beautiful news, Moon. Hold on, let me get my headphones, man. I wanna get some of this beautiful positive energy right here as we play the video together.
Thank you, God.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you. Thank you,
welcome.
God. Oh my God.
All right. This is still videotaping, but we're just
Beautiful, Moon. Beautiful. I haven't spoken to Moon in a long time. Probably ever since the Straight to It battles. I think when he battled Swave on RBE, which was a crazy matchup. I don't know if you've been away for a while, been quiet, dealing with life. But if this is my first time crossing paths with Moon and seeing him on the scene or seeing him on social media in years, man, I'll take it. Man, I will take it. You know what I'm saying? What is this? Oh, Marquis. Do you see what we got going on right now, man? I only brought the super up to show respect to the supers, but Jesus Christ. Like, do you see what we got going on right now? Hold on with the BS. But shout out to Moon. Shout out to you, good sir. Congratulations. Health is wealth. We all have our ups and downs going in and out of them hospitals, man. Scary place, but we want to support each other for stuff like this. This is amazing and incredible to see. Shout out to Moon. Shout out to Moon. All right. Now, okay. Marquise is in the building. He says, URL trying to duplicate the blue room is nasty work. I'll say it for you because we know you're home. Hey, Marquise, you're not the one that tweeted me that. No, it was a blogger that texted to me. It's one of the biggest bloggers that texted to me. So I'm going to say now, I'm going to say again. I've seen many battles or settings since I retired that had a blue type of hue and whatnot. One thing that I haven't seen yet, and I don't hope to see it. And if I do, salute to you, shout out to you. If you're going to do it right, hopefully. I haven't seen the RBE blue room. Okay. The biggest difference between when you see battles, and once again, I'm not saying that that's the case. Let me take it down. I'm not saying that that's the case with URL. Let's just say they just had some lighting and it looked like that, right? Or there was 10 other platforms that did something and it looked bluish. The difference that I have yet to see, and I don't want to see it, is that in the RBE blue room, the blue lighting and the hue and the setting takes over all colors. Meaning that if you watch, we're gonna play a clip of Rockin' Will in a second, right? I can see that Ill Will is wearing a brown shirt with white letters. In the RBE blue room, all of that is nullified. It doesn't matter if you're wearing a red shirt. It's blue in the blue room. Everything, every outfit that my chain that I wore for one of the blue room events, it's translucent. It's a clear acrylic Cuban link with a glow in the dark green Jesus piece on it. But because everything is nullified, Jim's text me. He was like, damn, you brought out the big Cuban. He thought it was a gold chain on camera. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's my point. That's the enter the blue. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to anybody that does their thing. You know what I mean? Like it's cool, man. We all in the space trying to do our little thing. I mean, if you could provide something with a twist, then do your thing. And if we could all have a good time with it, cool. Did y'all remember my face like 12, 13 years ago when Knowledge asked me on camera? So what do you think about URL doing rookies and vets after you just did blood, sweat, and tears? I was like, but me and URL have that history a lot. I put that in one of the Follow the Imitator blogs where I broke down a lot of the things that URL did after King of the Dot and RVE. The Thanos glove, the rookies and vets, the royalty after ladies and gents, the freestyle, the Grand Prix, the judging stuff and tournaments after. I did all of that, and who cares? Like, there's a lot of things that URL did first. There's a lot of things that King of the Dot did first. There's a lot of innovation that RBE brought, and the landscape is a landscape, man. Like, I'm not caught up in a lot of that stuff. I have fun with it. I reference the past a lot. If y'all can't tell by now, the last time I'm as bitter about some of the back and forth because I love the wins and the legacy of RBE. So, yeah, did it change my mood right now? You can tell, right? I'm straight. It's fun for me. I mean, it's all good. All right. Let's get into the thumbnail. A verb, Verbicia. Is that the name? Verbiana? Which one do y'all like the most? Verbiana, Verbicia, Venetia, but I don't know, whatever. Some feminine name that we gotta use for him as much as possible. Damn, why so mean to Verb? He's been very mean to me in the past, so I guess I'm just returning the favor. But when it comes to his upcoming battle with T-Top, you see my thumbnail says this is a setup. I don't even want to put the energy out there of Verb not showing up. You know, one of his more recent bookings, he didn't even show up, the Serious Jones shit, right? And I know there was other energies in the air, and those energies aren't on social media today. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he doesn't have that fear in him right now. And he shows up and he handles his business professionally and he raps for his fans, battle rap fans, and T-Top. I am supporting this matchup because I rock with T-Top. All right. And I feel like all of the controversy around Aye Verb right now can potentially put some added dollars in T-Top's pocket. And I think that's dope to see a league owner catch a certain moment, because in battle rap, that's one thing that stands out: the moments, the promo, the storylines, the grudges, when we have something to buy into. And T-Top didn't set, from what I heard online, T-Top didn't set this matchup up after the fact. I think he said that in an interview. This is just how things turned out, and him and Aye Verb was already in the works. So now T-Top ends up with all this extra controversy and promo around his card, which should generate extra eyes, extra money. Hey, Verb gets his bag, whatever he's been being paid. But the league, T-Top, you know, it's tough out there for these leagues these days, but you have something that no other league has right now, that level of controversy. So shout out to you. And that's why I'm here sub promoting it. You know what I'm saying? Is despite my dislike for Aye Verb, I want to see leagues win. And if you book Verb, I'm never gonna bet against a league making their money. I don't know how hard these events are. But let's hear from some of the battlers, and let's start with Aye Ward about what this turnout could look like as far as Aye Verb battling arguably the best angler or top 3 best anglers in battle rap history.
No, and I mean, I also think that Verb, as talented as Danger Zone, I mean, Verb is. I think that like his style.
Yeah. So only like the clever, intelligent people do that. Like, they insert it purposefully, and they're able to keep talking so seamlessly and make people think that it was an accident. Really present it as if like you stumbled on your words. Aye Ward, you've been a genius forever. And you even exhibit it in your fucking interviews, you bastard. Let's replay that just in case anybody missed it. The slower folks in the back.
No, and I mean, I also think that Verb, as talented as Danger Zone, I mean, Verb is. I think that like his style just doesn't fit to beat T-Top. Styles make his fights, you know what I mean? And I just don't think it does.
So, how you gonna call the battle, T-Top and Verb?
I think it's a 30. I mean,
30?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, what are we talking about? Like,
We're talking
the
about
minute Verb starts talking, everybody's gonna wonder, is it Verb talking?
That's what's all jokes aside now. That's dead serious. That is dead serious. I'm seeing a lot of reactions from a lot of battle rappers, and it becomes the thought. It's like a psychological thing you can never get past now. I mean, I'm the reference king. I got to give you a reference. I'll use Kevin Hart. Okay. Kevin Hart told a joke in one of his stand-ups. He says one of his greatest fears in life is his children watching him get knocked out. Why? Because the perception will sit in the front of his children's head and he'll lose his authority connection. So when he says things like, yo, take that garbage out right now, don't make me, and they be like, man, shut the fuck up. You got your ass knocked. You know what I'm saying? So then when Verb says something like, I'm Mount Rushmore, I'm one of the best rappers of all time, in the front of people's subconscious, you think about Danger Zone now, or possibly even another rapper, battle rapper. But definitely Danger Zone. It's like you can't not think about it now. You can't unsee it now. It's like, fuck. You really got exposed. You really with proof. You really purchased bars from another battle rapper, and we had you arguably on Mount Rushmore. That changes like how fans will interpret all of his raps, man. And he can't even use certain angles now. He just can't. I mean, his Verb, he tends to do a lot of dumb stuff. So who knows what he's gonna write? But
so it's like, yeah.
oh, he don't have a field day.
It's too good. It's too good. You can say that he can say the craziest thing in a round, and then it's just like, yeah, it's like, yo, it's like pulling out of a nice car, but it's your friend.
You could just rebuttal like that. Just your opening line could be like, did Danger write? And the whole crowd will laugh at him.
Friend's car. You know what I mean? Like pulling up to the club, like finding out it's your friend's car. It's like, but yeah, man. So
is that it? Is that stigma stuck with him forever?
Nah, because battle rap's forgiving. Oh, they're too forgiving at times.
Yeah. I have to agree.
Yeah. People will talk about it in battles forever, but I don't think it will affect him like going on in the future a whole lot as much as it will here in his next battle. You know, but I also just don't think Verb really gets booked that much anymore. Or I don't know, you know, he wasn't battling often.
I don't know if he really cares
exactly
much as he did too. So again, without the
he was just doing spaces saying that he's burning battle rap down, and he's retired 20 times. I would love for T-Top to tell me in this battle, like how this booking even happened. like did Aye Verb pull it easy to block captain and text T-Top or some shit like, I know that I hate battle rap. I know we don't see eye to eye. I know I don't like battle rap. And I know I don't even want to battle outside right now because I'm scared to go places publicly, which is cool. But I'll do your upcoming card because I ain't got too many choices right now. Like, I would love for T-Top. You got to put that in your rounds, man. Like, you got to tell us how that first conversation went. Part of me feels like T-Top didn't reach out to Aye Verb. Part of me feels like Aye Verb reached out. And there's nothing wrong with that 98% of the time. But if it's fuck battle rap, I'm burning this bitch down. I retire, fuck all this, is all this, blah, 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 blah. And then you call a league orders to book you. I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
Allegations 30.
No, without the allegations, I would give 2-1.
Okay.
2-1.
Okay.
You know, I'd say Verb would get around, but like I said, in North Carolina, as entertaining and
It's difficult for
charismatic
everybody.
as T-Top is, like that's just yeah. And I've heard the rest of the card. It's gonna be packed. It's gonna be insane. So
Nah, easy ain't the new Verb. Verb is one of the worst that we've seen as far as what he's put on display in battle rap history. Easy better be careful. All I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, there's nothing in today's live is about Easy. So everybody leave Easy alone. Okay. Leave Easy alone. Let's go on to T-Top. Now let's take some of what he says with a grain of salt because he is the league owner. He is the promoter. He's also the opponent. So there's certain things he's supposed to say from a promotional standpoint. But at the same time, don't be surprised if he means everything that he's saying, and then you just got to figure it out, Verb. Like,
The Danger Zone Aye Verb ghostwriting allegations. There you go. How about that? What is your opinion?
Aye Verb's a piece of shit. He's scamming the game. He's scamming the culture. That's how I feel. Yep. So it's time to do what needs to be done. But
Why so harsh?
what, that he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's-
And he's scamming the game is really like, wow.
Yeah. If who paid him for the Calicoe battle? ARP? Who was that? URL?
Yes. No, that was Calicoe was RBE.
That was RBE?
Yeah.
So he scammed RBE. That should have been Danger Zone play. Should have been Danger Zone versus Calicoe. Who was him and Geechee? That URL or RBE?
I don't remember.
He scammed them too. Should have been Danger Zone versus Geechee. You know, they paying for you. That's how I feel. It's a scam. I've been scamming all my life.
Does it matter?
I know it's scam when I see it. I know it's scam when I see it, man.
Does it matter how much? Because I think he actually said that it was only this and only that. I'm asking.
I mean, because it opens up a can of worms. Now we can't trust nothing. Now we don't. Yeah, the first and the fourth might have came from him. The second and the third might have came from this nigga, and this nigga, and this nigga, and this nigga.
So you think it's a possibility that it might be?
It's always once the door is open, it's open. I don't know. I'm not in this notebook or notebook.
Ours true.
Right.
But the door is open now. We never know what. Now minds can go as far as we want to go. Yeah, I definitely feel like if someone's paying you to come do your craft and your work, you should be responsible for it. No other job McDonald's can't hire me, and then I have my little cousin come in for me for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying, to come do some work for me, or
even though he changed his voice to being serious right there, that is such a perfect analogy. Like, I can't work at McDonald's and have my cousin just sub in for me for an hour or two and do some of the work for me. I mean, that's right there the true answer about. But hold on, the overall round was 100 bars. Can he get away with only 10 bars or 8 punchlines? No, it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't.
Or whatever, anything along those lines of if I'm getting hired to do a job.
Here's the $1 million question now. Why battle him?
Who?
Verb ain't Uncle Ra's friend. But then again, Uncle Ra is friends with everybody. Uncle Ra is very, very cool. Like, he gets along with pretty much everybody in the culture. So I'm pretty sure, like, if Uncle Ra saw Verb right now, he would show him love. That's just how Uncle Ra is. Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Why battle Verb if you feel that way?
Because somebody got to tell him about himself.
Okay.
And it ain't enough. It ain't enough to be on the Twitter and, you got a ghostwriter and in the space is trying to combat what he do. Now the world need to see the demise. You know what I'm saying? It need to be televised. So I'm gonna do it.
And the timing could not have been.
But the crazy, yes, it was already in play.
It was already booked.
It was not booked, but it was already in play. You know what I'm saying? It was already in play. Everything was already, like contracts getting worked up, and we'd already talked about the bread and all that shit. So everything was already in motion. And then all of this Millz and Mickey Fax and all of this shit started back to back. And so it wasn't like I saw all of this. It was like, oh, let me get him. Nah. I don't even think he would have did it if that was, you know what I'm saying? He would have felt like, oh, nah, nigga, you trying to get because of all this controversy. But it really wasn't just because, I think I'm better than him. Because he done did so much fuck shit, and I was already piecing together before all of this. So this just icing on the motherfucking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was already going to be that, a walk down. It was already going to be that. And now it's just adding more shit to talk about,
See, but here's one thing I want to take off the table. Even if T-Top called Verb and he purposefully called him during the midst of all of Aye Verb's controversy. So what? Who cares? Some of that is business, and there's also a thing called self-awareness. So on T-Top's side, business, I'm a battle rapper, but I'm also a league owner, and I'm calling you to book you. And when people are hot or when people got eyes on them, sometimes that is a good time to present yourself. Sometimes that is a good time to get some more views in your battles. Danger Zone is saying that publicly, like, he said that on the J Black interview that's going around right now, right? Shout out to Black, shout out to Zone. He knows that some of his increased talk right now is directly tied to the controversy. So And here's the self-awareness part about it. You got to know that. So if you're danger zone, you use that opportunity. You say, I'm going to hit this platform. I'm going to do this platform. I'm going to book on this league. I'm going to book on that league. I'm possibly going to ask for a little bit of extras that I maybe didn't ask for before. Why not? Because when you're hot, you're hot. All leagues flock to controversy. All leagues pick up storylines. Jae Millz is talking about how many leagues. He said every league that got a card right now that's been going down in like this last month plus or whatever radius has called him about Easy or somebody else because of the semi-controversy that's tied to some of it. That's how it goes. And Verb, if he has any self-awareness, he knows that. I mean, when he's in spaces, he's going to do the whole like, hey, Hassan. I'm the only one that can wake up with traction. Hassan. No, nobody cares about 90% of the shit that you talk about, to be honest. You know what I mean? And Verb needs the certain topics to be able to speak for an hour in spaces as well. He's not entertaining if he just gets in there randomly. You know, so he gets a chance to talk about Hitman for a month, or me, or Mickey Fax, or Illuminati within battle rap, or URL for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's directly tied to his engagement as well. So if he picks up the phone call and he feels like, you just called me because I got controversy right now, well, use it to your benefit. Go have a classic, negotiate a couple extra dollars, get your bookings up, and work the game and the system the same way you think it's working you. Where's the fucking problem? The name of the game is to be used, right? But in the right way. Used, not abused. You get it? So you sign the contract, we're done. Don't say shit. Don't tell me about no fucking, oh, well, you because you only call. No, don't bitch. You're a whole battle rapper getting solicited, right? I don't want to hear none of that shit. Now, the setup part, let's talk about this. And then we're going to move on to my Mount Rushmore. You see when T-Top says he's already piecing together stuff prior to the ghostwriting stuff on Verb. And he's like, because Verb has done so much fuck shit. I'm not even exaggerating. T-Top, I hope you hear this, homie. Aye Verb's last 6 months, year, 2 years, as far as exposures and the stuff going on around him. And it's not even just T-Top. If anybody was to clearly lose to Verb right now, it would be horrible. Think about like when Bad News battled Av, but this is way worse. Because everybody was saying Av has the perfect timing of this alley-ooped, snitching alleged angle on Bad News. So you can't fumble that ball. And that's what the fans literally are buying the stream to see. You call this man a rat and how you're going to do it. That's what they wanted to see. They want to see T-Top talk about all of these controversies, including the ghostwriting. It just gets worse for T-Top because T-Top really is like top 3 anglers in battle rap history. Once you talk about Murder Mook, after that, it's like, where's your mind start to go? It goes to people like T-Top. Real shit. As far as you got your Swaves, it's notorious for angling. You got your T-Tops, you got your Murder Mooks. I don't know who else to think about in the top 3. I'm going blank. T-Top is definitely in the top 3. How do you have this much shit and drop the ball or lose? He said this is for the world to see. So when you're Aye Verb, and this is why I say Aye Verb, just be professional, show up and rap your rounds and try to have the best performance ever. Don't back out of this. Don't try to, none of that. You took the deposit, you took the contract, whatever your situation is, have your ass there and be professional. Okay? Don't be scary. But this is like insane. Like if you're Aye Verb, you're going through the shit with Hitman. You're being exposed throughout all of that. Fast forward, Mickey Fax blog, and then the ghostwriting stuff, and your legacy being tainted, and all your peers online talking about like, nope, we can't look at him the same. And you got to go stand on camera and shut up for 3 rounds while a top 3 angler tells you about yourself to the world, to the whole battle rap world. I damn near want to give Aye Verb some fucking props for having the the gall to put himself on a stage right now. That's why I say T-Top, you got one. Okay, I'm not gonna belabor it too much. I'll leave it there. Mount Rushmore, y'all ready to do it? Let's do some Mount Rushmore. Chat. Let me expand this real quick, briefly, as I intro this in. Let me go with the wide selection. Let me go with the bigger letters. Chat, let's go. Put your top 4 Mount Rushmore in the chat right now. I want this documented on the screen. That's why I love having it up here right now. So whoever comes on later on and replays this, we get at least a consensus. We got about 520 people in here live with us right now. I want to get a consensus if we can in the chat. Put your 4. What are your Mount Rushmore, chat? Just your 4 names. Don't mess up the chat. You know what I mean? Because it's right here live where everybody can see it. Go ahead, go. Let's go. I see a Mook, a Lux, a Diz, and a Hitman entry. Oh, yeah. Please listen to All City. Get them likes up, y'all. Please. What's wrong with y'all? You see, All City, man, you put 1 person, man. You see, don't mess up. You put Lux. 4. Come on, man. Simple math. We got a Mook, a Lux, a Rex, and a Os. I feel like so far Mook is on everybody's entry so far. Dylan. Lux, Mook, Rex, Tay-Rock. I haven't seen a name yet that doesn't belong. I don't think I will with y'all. Mook, Lux, Os, Rock, Rex, Mook, Lux, Verb, Lux, Mook, Ill Will. Can't do a 4th. I respect that. Os, Tay-Rock, Mook, Clips. I like to see Clips. Clips name get thrown around. Mook, Lux, Hitman, Holla, and Os. Mook, Reed. Oh, a Reed entry. Shout out to Reed. Rock and Clips. Okay. O Solo. Shout out to O Solo. Dot, Blonde Fury, and Paperboy. Legendary names, though. All bullshit aside. Legendary names. Geechee, No Can Do, Ilmac. New entries. Geechee, those are all new entries. Okay. No order. Mook, Lux, Tay-Rock, Arsenal, Hitman, K-Shine, DNA and Shine with an entry. Okay. And Mook. Okay. Honorable mention for this person is a Tay-Rock, Rock, Mook, Lux, Rex. I haven't seen enough Rex yet. I'm surprised at that. A lot of people got Rex. I haven't, but this is like the first time I've seen Rex. JC enters the chat. JC, Lux, Hitman, Rock, my Mount Rushmore, respect. Clips, K-Shine, Dollar Bill, an up and come. Well, not really an up and coming anymore. Dollar Bill, okay. Gauge, I'm not mad at that because some of that could even be personal preference, and it's everybody's own Mount Rushmore, so it's all good. ARP, he not showing. We still on a Verb shit. Hitman, Nitty makes an entry. Hitman, Nitty, Lux, and Calicoe. Cal makes an entry. There we go. Here goes a Pat Stay entry. So that one is Mook, Clips, Tay-Rock, and Pat Stay. Okay. Cassidy makes an entry. Cassidy, Cass, Balls the Energy. Because somebody just gave Cass all 4. Iron Solomon makes the mound. Finally, somebody put him. Iron Solomon, Lux, JC, Mook, Verb, Hitman. Magic enters the chat. Young Ill enters the chat. Okay. Oh, but you did a St. Louis one. So somebody put Verb, Hitman, Magic, Young Ill. Okay. I haven't seen a Goods yet. Who else is from them Lion Den's era? Who else is Lions Den? No Shoddy, no I didn't see Thesaurus yet. Let me keep going. Mook, Lux, Hitman, Surf. That's my first time seeing Surf. Okay. Mook, Lux, Arsenal, Disaster. Verb was there before the Ghostwriter shit. I told you, Verb, it's a real thing. Briz, okay, Briz entry, Rock, Mook, Lux, I'm gonna do 3 more. The next 3 I'm gonna pull up from members. Bearded Brick is here. He's got Rock, Mook, Calicoe, Lux. The next member, and then I'm gonna do 1 more after this. This is God the Brand in the building. DNA, Lux, Mook, Rock. Let me see if I can find 1 more member. 1 more member. No, not a laughing emoji for my members. Let me see if I can find 1 final member, and then I'm getting to it. Oh man, scrolling this shit. You guys are killing me. I'll use this one, the Cassidy one, okay? Highly favorite. Okay. Okay. I like that. Let me get this back to regular and medium. Let me get you back over there. All right, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like the fact that some of the lists they show personal preference. Some of the lists show golden era or history. Some of them show just pure talent and greatness within a battle rapper. I feel like people's lists are very, very different from what we just pulled up in the chat. And I still see y'all going. Salute. So mine is a mix. Mine is a mix of legacy as well as personal preference. And I must admit, my Mount Rushmore probably changed at least 3 times. Before I give you my current Mount Rushmore, let me show you guys what it was almost 10 years ago, and it's documented. So when you Google, let me share this. Can y'all see? Yeah, y'all can see my Google. Okay. When you Google, this is all I did. I typed in battle rap Mount Rushmore. And then I went to images. On the first row that comes back in my Google, you see this one right here. It's got Mook, Lux, Arsenal, Verb. This one right here was for the ladies. Hustle, Jazz. I didn't see any ladies in the list. Now that I think about it. But anyway, Hustle, Jazz, 40, QB. I love that Mount Rushmore too. For the ladies. But damn, no official. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. As long as my homegirl QB is on there. This one right here, though, people. Mook, Disaster, Arsenal, question mark. You know what that is? That's my shit. That is my block. Look at this. From 9 years ago. This is my Mount Rushmore blog that long ago, right? And I'm glad that we have hold on, my bad. Actually, it quick launch to the side. My bad. Let me share that page instead. Let me share that one. What I meant to show y'all was this one. Okay. Look at this. 9 years ago. You see that? Almost 10 years. This is when I did a Mount Rushmore on the channel. Let me scan it real quick. You're going to see I edited the name when I got to that person and I talked about it. So the first entry that I had there was Murder Mook. Okay. Let me skim. After that, my second entry. Well, actually, let me spend a moment. I'll do it when I do my own person. No, I could do it right now, actually. I'll skip the Murder Mook one for a piece. I want to stop here for a second. Disaster. That's the second entry in this blog. That's almost 10 years ago. Disaster was probably my first favorite battle rapper. And I think I said that before publicly. I still to this day have infinite respect for Disaster's impact, his versatility, his uniqueness, his views, his resume. Disaster is, I can't say enough about the guy as a battle rapper. You could write a book on him. He's one of them. He's one of the kings. And there's stints of his career where, for different reasons, he's not talked about like that. But if you put everything in a vacuum, battle rap, there is no discussion about our all-time greats without Disaster. That's real. And when I tell y'all he was my first favorite, like one of my favorite performances, and probably like one of the moments that made me say like, oh yeah, I got to go with him, was his mid-round rebuttal towards quantum physics about quantum physics choking. And he did like a scheme of shooting quantum physics in the throat, and then his vocal cords exposed in the air. They go, your rebuttal there. Oh, that fucking freestyle he did mid-round. It was insane. Insane. He's insane. And he's got some more recent or more current classics as well. Because if you go back then, Disaster versus DNA, all-time classic, one of the best battles ever. Back then, performances like quantum physics, I love that type of shit. Fast forward, his battle with Danny Myers, right? That might be a classic. one of my favorite battles of all time. It's in my top 5. It's in my top 5. Disaster versus Iron Solomon. That battle is so incredible. I interviewed Disaster just to ask him to explain how he came up with his rounds. That might be, to me, his best performance ever. And Iron Solomon held up his side of the bargain just the same. But Disaster versus Iron Solomon is like one of those type of battles. Like if they be like, yo, if you could only take one video with you, one battle with you to an island, it's cool if that one ends up being that. You gotta Diz, flowers, man. Flowers to you, man. Real talk. So this is why you see Disaster, and you can hear it in my history, how I speak on this, why Disaster was on my Mount Rushmore even 10 years ago. All right. As I continue to scan this, 10 years ago, who else was there? Arsenal. Third person. Arsenal. Okay. After Arsenal, I left the 4th blank in the blog, if y'all go check it out. And I talked about candidates. I talked about people like Rex, maybe Clips, maybe Holla. You know, I talked about candidates. But 10 years ago, it was Mook, Diz, Arsenal, left blank. Let me tell you what it is now. Does Mook remain on my Mount Rushmore? The answer is yes. As a battle rapper, it's one of the greatest of all time. Watching him craft and how he puts it, it's alien-like. It's alien-like. Some people call him the logo. He's like one of the first battle rappers that a lot of people knew. His impact, his ability, he crossed the eras. It's very tough to make a Mount Rushmore without Murder Mook. Now, here's the tough part for me before I get into the other 3. A lot of people like to have Mook and Lux right next to each other. You know what I'm saying? They like to have like you start there, and then after that, you fill in the other 2. I like Lux on just about any Mount Rushmore. But because mine doesn't just have legacy and impact, but because it also has some personal preference, even though I love watching, I'll watch Loaded Lux 7 days a week. Mook is on there, but Lux is not. Does Lux, once again, Lux, this is a guy that is part of the reason why we saw so many of our legends today. The first time when we saw people like Tay-Rock was where? Head Ice, Arsenal, Goods, K-Shine, Tech 9. This is Lions Den shit. You know, and what Loaded Lux, his impact, his artistry, crossing the eras all the way into today and still having classic performances, epic performances, him being a pioneer. I can't say enough about Loaded Lux. So I want to make that clear. So when people see what my Mount Rushmore is and it doesn't have somebody like a Lux, they don't go, you know, he belongs on any Mount Rushmore. Okay. I need to make that crystal clear about Loaded Lux. So Murder Mook is on there. All right. That stays even for me for 10 years ago. Arsenal stays on my Mount Rushmore. Longevity, pioneer, impact, league owner, trailblazer and trendsetter, took all fades, originality. The list continues for him as well. You know, like how it's like, imagine somebody telling you that they're a battle rap fan and they don't know who Arsenal the Rebel is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, it don't make no sense. He's on my Mount Rushmore. He's that second spot. So of my original Mount Rushmore, Mook stays, Arsenal stays. Now I got 2 more spots. The third one is going to go to Hitman Holla. All right. And I know people's going to go, oh, nah. I pulled it up on a chat for a reason because I saw people putting Hitman Holla and I was like, okay, cool. So it's documented. It's not just me. It's not, oh, that shit, that's his homie. Here's one thing that I had the opportunity to do across my RBE career. I got to watch Hitman from the outside looking in as a fan. Then I got to watch Hitman from the outside looking in also as a peer when I began my RBE ascension. Okay. I got to watch him and witness his impact and what he was doing and how he maneuvered as a peer. Then I got to witness what he did in battle rap as a partner. It's impossible for me in my shoes to watch all those 3 periods, watching this guy and not have him on my Mount Rushmore. Whether we're talking about Max Out, whether we're talking about impact, whether we're talking about his promotional pull, whether we're talking about his classic rounds, his classic battles. Even if you just go the LeBron route, like, you know how we got the LeBron and the MJ debate, and there's a lot of, you know, this generation NBA fans that will always win arguments when you just go black and white with LeBron against MJ, with the exception of like the rings and some other accolades, of course. But you know what I'm saying? There's like so much wrapped up in LeBron's numbers that is just undeniable. You know, and Hitman Holla has a lot of those. He owns a lot of those top spots, but his impact also as an artist and as a rapper, it's undeniable, because we could just watch all of his classic battles and some of his classic rounds and say, you know, Tay Rock is on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore. Shine made an entry. These are battles that I feel like Hitman was possibly an underdog in, if I remember correctly. You know, and he clearly wins battles like that a lot. So you got to be skilled and talented to beat these other Mount Rushmores clearly as a consensus in the culture. And then you take all that other stuff, and it's just like, it's not easy for anybody to not have him at least as a candidate. For me, he takes the 3rd spot. Okay. Number 4. I'm glad I saw 1 or 2 of these in the chat. I'm glad I did. How can he be who I consider the best battle rapper in the world, but not on my personal Mount Rushmore? By now, everybody knows who I believe is the best battle rapper in the world. And the timing just happens to be great right now, because this man is loaded up. And we only just starting off March in 2026. He's loaded up. And that spot, of course, goes to Ill Will. I believe Ill Will's resume can go up against many Mount Rushmores. Like, I'm not going to bring it up right now, but he's battled many of the greats. Many of the greats. Hell, some of the Mount Rushmores he rematched. There you go. You know what I'm saying? He's got some of the most wicked performances of, like, him versus Daylight, that 3rd round with Daylight where he put on the mask and he outclassed Daylight with the mask. But that round is like legendary when he does the whole drug scheme throughout all of it. His battle with Calicoe. Shout out to Rap Redix. They put that in like their top 20, top 30 of all time battles or something like that. It is an all-time classic battle. He's got other classics on multiple platforms, multiple leagues. You know, many people are saying that him and Tay Rock just had a classic this past weekend. You know, this is all these X amount of years later, Ill Will doing that. And because he's on the quieter side, because he only gets in those promotional bags when certain switches get flipped. Other than that, he really is I don't do much. You know, that's one of his calling cards. He really is that type of guy. He could be very laid back in the public. He ain't gonna do too much to it. I mean, you gotta really turn him up for him to like do like a Serious Jones type of shit or a Jag type of promo, or, you know what I mean? You gotta turn him up. Other than that, he's chilling. And you're gonna see me when you see me on that stage. And God forbid you catch me on my A game, you know? So I think some of that lets him fly under some people's radars. But when he's active, or when he's coming off of these performances and you get to see him, and then you backtrack and you allow yourself to think like, hold on, this motherfucker's been here since how long? His resume has what names? Oh, he does have all of those classics. He is the first to do that. Whatever happened to the Jamaican? He had everybody begging for it. Yeah. Now that I think about it, when is the last time we fucking heard the Jamaican? Will, what the fuck? He's another guy, man, I can't say enough about. Now, that Mount Rushmore for me, I don't know how you can change it. Here's somebody I didn't see in anybody's list. And I think if you have the Geechees in there, he deserved some mentions too. Well, I know there's so many. He's got a lot of battles where, as Twerk, Twerk's impact is something to be accounted for. His talent is something to be accounted for. But I know there's a lot of moments where, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's my 4, man. Mook, Arsenal, Hitman Holla, Ill Will. I think that's a great Mount Rushmore. Like I said, you got legacy, impact, and some of my own personal preference all bundled into all of it. But one thing I know I can do, I know I could bring my 4 to anybody's 4. I know that for sure. Okay. Now, let me segue into this Ill Will back on URL topic. Brief topic, nothing too crazy. Let me segue to that. So I'm here on Ill Will's Twitter, and I think the reason why I lined it up is because I wanted to see if I could scan it and see. I want to play that for a second or two of that in a second. Him and Rock scan some of his upcoming battle. This is definitely an AI Ill Will King of the Dot. I think this is this weekend too. Shout out to King of the Dot, and I got another thing I'm going to bring up about them in a second too. Right? Do I have it? Yeah, I still had it up here. Yeah, Ill Will versus Real Sick. That's an incredible matchup. That can have an incredible outcome. Oh, you don't have all these flyers. I'm gonna try to remember some of them. Damn, Will. Damn. Well, anyway, what I wanted to see if he had up on his shit. He's already battled Tay Rock. He's got Real Sick this weekend on King of the Dot. Is he on the upcoming RBE card? Maybe. Maybe not. He's got, I saw fly him and Capo. I think he's got Swamp on T-Top's league that a fly came out for. Damn, I'm fucking going blank. Me and him was just talking about it too. He's got like 7, 8, or 9 already locked in matches by March. And that's when I tweeted yesterday. I put some shit like, yo, his shit is looking Cody-ish already. And I think this is the last Cody that's rounding up right now. Shout out to Jay Black and the whole champion panel. But Ill Will's 2026 is looking demonish. It's looking incredible. If he can have debatables to clear wins for all of these matchups, this could indeed be Ill Will's year. And all these matchups, we're only at March. If he keeps up this trend and he can have good to great performances for the rest of this, could be one of his years. Like 2026 was a standout for Ill Will. Okay. Now, what I wanted to mention, many of the culture's consensus when they think about the history of battle rap and you say, give me 3 leagues, a lot of the consensus goes URL, King of the Dot, and RBE. And I'm honored and I'm humbled by that. And if you swap out any of those 3, it's all good. Everybody has their personal preferences. But that tends to be a consensus. And I want to go back to what I just said. Look at the game today. Look at Ill Will today. Look at Ill Will coming up on some of the people's Mount Rushmores. Look at him on my Mount Rushmore. And look at him coming off of this classic return to URL. He's even in there joking about his return, right? Then he goes to King of the Dot a week later. And in a couple weeks, once again, is he on the RBE card? And imagine he has great performances on all, and then he continues with all the other battles that he's already got lined up coming up. Swamp and Capo and this and that, and all, right? This is what I've always envisioned for the game, but I always tried to put a lot of responsibility on the battle rapper to be good and consistent. Not classic, I would say aged very long time ago statement from me. I said, in a blog. I said, if I could watch Floyd Mayweather fight every month and he was fighting the same, I would pay for it. I would pay for it. The 1v1 basketball space is doing that. If you got people like a Nas or Rob, and I know in battle rap, sometimes we feel a little about same battle as recycling. But I look past it into the matchup, the creativity, the differences from platform to platform, and the battle rapper's responsibility to perform within all the shit that they accepted. If any of those pieces falter, then you're going to feel like this is watered down. But if those pieces uphold, then we got something. We got our players doing what they're supposed to be doing in different arenas of creativity. Because when URL calls Ill Will and they sort out their differences, the next call is like, all right, how about we do a Tay-Rock rematch? And it turns out to be great. King of the Dot calls Ill Will. They say, we want you to battle Real Sick. That's their idea. Me, I have a totally everybody knows I'm going to claim it. I'm the king of left field. Nobody asked for that matchups in battle rap history. That's my title. Real Sick and Ill Will gets announced, and you could probably say, oh, I do see that. Oh, okay. Shout out to King. Thank you, King of the Dot. Ill Will versus Tay-Rock rematch. Oh, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Cool. Thank you, URL. My shit is, if he's on my card coming, I promise you it's a left field fucking idea. But the point is, you get to see something different. And if Ill Will carries his performance and takes it all and professionally hits those stages like that, boom, boom, boom. What are the fans? The fans go from saying, oh, that's watered down, to saying, that's your Cody. That's how it goes. And that's my vision. It's a dance. The politics of it now. Here goes some of the politics of it. When the leagues don't step on each other. So Smack did an interview in recent months, right? He was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, Sean? Yo, when niggas got they let niggas rock out, Sean. You know what I mean? Like, now everybody knows the history of URL letting people rock out. It's questionable. Allegedly. But an example of letting people rock out. I've had my card done for weeks. I could have, Avo, just throw me a trailer real quick or a flyer real quick. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was gonna do something petty and drop it early on some pettier shit, but it wasn't about leagues. It was all right, fuck it, I'll tell y'all. I was gonna drop my fucking trailer when Aye Verb dropped the mixtape that he said he was gonna drop, because there's something on my card that is me being petty. Well, a couple people being petty. And then I told Avo, I said, hold on. What the fuck do I look like making a move based on Verbiana? Like, it's one thing to do fucking videos or lives or uploads and shit. It's a whole nother ball game for me to fucking drop it. I was like, I let other leagues do shit like that. I'm like, hold on, slow down, ARP, grab yourself. Chill out. Don't, you know what I mean? Chill out. Real talk. And at the same time, also was like, Ill Will's return to URL is dope for the culture to see. And I don't want him to have any co-promoting. And I know King of the Dot got their card out. I guess they couldn't manage it. But that was another thought of mine. I was even telling Avo that, like, you know what? Let's hold off. When league owners talk about it, not stepping on each other, let me actually walk that and show it. And I'm going to hold off on my trailer. Will, go do your thing. Boom, 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 boom. And then the fans don't have to see you co-promote multiple, or as least as possible. That's where the politics of the shit come in. Because I'm not in talks right now with King of the Dot about Real Sick and Ill Will. I'm not in talks with URL about anything. But I see what they got going on. So I say, and allow that to also help Ill Will get his things, boom, boom. And then when we handle our business, when it's our turn to handle our business. And let the fans, once again, instead of saying, oh, it's watered down, allow them to see the outcome of all these different ideas and great performances and say, oh, no, I changed my mind. This is a Cody run. I stand on that. And that's why I need people like the Ill Wills or battlers in those situations. I need them to validate me or the leagues moving a certain way where the fans could get all these different plates, all these different dishes. I'm go over here, I'm gonna have some Italian. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna get West Indian. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna get me some soul food. You know what I mean? Because all of our shit can look different if we are creative and we have cool ideas. Okay. It's one thing if like you got if King of the Dot books Ill Will versus Chic, URL books Ill Will versus Jadakiss, and RBE books Ill Will versus Styles P. You get it? Do y'all get it? League owners, listen. If you can. Speaking of Ill Will. Oh, I took down his Twitter. Let me bring it back up. Let me bring his Twitter back up for a second. Let me bring his Twitter back up. And I'm still gonna get into a couple more topics for y'all. Bear with me. Let me get back to Ill Will's Twitter for a second. You know, I'm not doing but so much with URL content. But I'm gonna play like 5 seconds of this for y'all. And this is promo for them. You go to their app and buy it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
ask Trump. A nigga say I win, he getting that shit is real.
That's all I want to play. The first 6 seconds. Ask Trump getting bombed on. That shit is real. And he's done that a bunch of times. That linkage type of shit. You know, it just registers in my mind because I'm such a fan of these guys and my brain is so tied to things that these guys have done in the past. I'll tell Battle this shit that they forgot. Y'all saw that on a stream recently when I was on there. I was on Danny Meyer's stream and I was telling who it was a show. It was Oops. I was telling Oops. I was like, nah, that's not your the first time you performed like that. He was like, when? And I told him. It's like, oh shit. So I did the same thing to show off. I'm like, no, that wasn't that. That's your top 3. Like, oh wait, I forgot about. Sometimes I can tell the battlers their shit. You know, I'm really, really one of them. And I'm proud to be. I'm proud not to be some guy that's just that did business. Like I'm really, really am one of them. But when I saw that clip right there on Ill Will's page, it made me think about the linkage shit. And I was like, Ill Will does that, man. Here's an example of it.
Hey, look. But I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear I'm not gonna do or say nothing to make you put your hands on me. Not even a little dose. I'm serious. I want to dodge that disaster. It's time to turn up, nigga.
You ain't never see no footage online where a nigga pick up a chair. That's Daylight, by the way. In the front, picking up the fucking chair. Shout out to Daylight. Daylight, man, it's time for us to do a one-off, man. What's up? What we doing? What's up, Day? Do the fans want to see Daylight return to one of his homes? Remember there was a time where Daylight and Arby, we were promoting like that. This is his home. Are we ready for a Daylight return to one of his home, his distant homes, his vacation homes? Look at people now. They're like, wait a minute. Does he have that on his card? No, I don't. I don't want to overhype enough. I don't. But no, Day. Holla at me, Day. You know what? Let me see if Daylight pick up right now. I was gonna text him. Let me see what Daylight is doing right now. Hold on. Where my guy Daylight at? Let me see. Let me see what's up with. See what's up with Day. Don't be scared to pick up. We don't do voicemails. Y'all niggas don't leave voicemails, do y'all? Let me text him something. I ain't gonna say publicly what I'm texting him. Shout out to my nigga Day, man. Shout out to Day. All right. Let's go here. What else do I have? Oh, I got King of the Dot. I got Cal. I got this Rum Nitty and Jae Millz shit that we gotta do real quick too. All right, let's go here real quick. I link when I can. I really do try to stream things together, string things together, and theme when I can a tiny bit on my streams. But this day one, I don't even know what day two is, but oh, this is a Bishop tribute. That's fire. I'm just seeing that for the first time, reading the flyer. That's fire. That's fire. Let me go on the that's fire. Shout out to Bish. Rest in peace, homie. Y'all see that at the top? This is my first time really recognizing that. That's fire. Shout out to Bish, man. Respect, man. Rest in peace, man. Okay. So I assume there's multiple days. You know how King of Dot does with world downs and all that type of shit. Pathogenic versus Slim Buck. Don't know those two guys. The Source versus Apex. I'm going with the Source. He's one of the greatest of all time. Dunge versus Bizzle Bond. Don't know Bizzle Bond. Ill Will versus Real Sick. I'm going with the greatest battle rapper of all time. Ill Will, but Real Sick. If Ill Will slips, Real Sick is gonna make it interesting. Real Sick is one of them guys. A Ward versus Jazz. Fuck. Give me A Ward. Jazz, I love you, girl, but Jazz could easily win this battle. She's one of the most creative female battle rappers, or battle rappers, period. She's so creative and she's so good. And A Ward is A Ward. He's a star. That's a great matchup. Tay Rock versus Shotty. I'm going with Tay Rock. He's been on a tear. And Shotty, I hope you're not preparing for Rock the way that you prepared for K-Shine. I don't know what King of the Dot. I know sometimes King of the Dot has shorter rounds, but I just don't see Tay Rock in any battle doing 90 seconds or stopping on a dot for 2. I just don't see that. You know, that's why Ill Will. When I was watching some of these clips going around with Ill Will and Tay Rock, I'm asking myself, like, Ill Will would have been, or telling myself, he would have been stupid to show up with like short rounds. Tay Rock just keeps abusing time limits on everybody. And fans aren't mad at it because he's delivering quality. You know what I'm saying? So I got Rock on this. He's just been on a tear, man. He's been on a fucking tear. But Shotty is Shotty. He's an all-time great. Gotta respect Shotty. Shotty could catch a W if Rock slips. But the top, man. We battle rap fans know the history behind Disaster versus Sharon. And you got to give a shout out to King of the Dot for putting that together. Why they never put it together after all these years, who knows? If there was things that happened, ups, downs, who knows? And for King of the Dot, that's got to be like a personal one for them too. Like, I know how that feels. Like I told y'all, for me, Hitman and Ill versus Ill Will was years in the making. For me, it was an RBE legacy battle. It's something I had to do at some point. And I know King of the Dot looks at Disaster Sharon for probably 8 years or whatever. Like, so that right there is worth the price alone. Disaster versus Sharon. If I have to, Sharon is so hard to beat and he's so consistent. You don't get a bad Sharon. Disaster on his A+ game is he can almost overpower anybody. See, the thing about Disaster is sometimes you don't know which one you're going to get. You know, if you get the Iron Solomon version of Disaster, it's lights out for anybody. Anybody. Even his Danny Myers version could be lights out for almost anybody. I'm going to go with Diz because of the history of this. I'm going to say Disaster is going to go to that dark place and we're going to see one of the best versions of him. But Sharon is going to be game and he's going to be there for any little crack in the door. Incredible work. Incredible work. Okay? Incredible work. I told y'all, man, we owed it live, man. So we're going in today. We're trying to cover all these bases. We're trying to catch up on everything in one quick swoop, and then we up to date. Rum Nitty and Jae Millz. I'm gonna play this clip right quick, and then I got a quick take for y'all. Some y'all ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say. Some y'all gonna respect it. Other people's gonna say, "Yeah, why didn't I think about that?" Let me go tweet both of these guys to death right now.
Yeah, drop it. You dropped the shot already? Drop it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up, or I might drop first. You never know.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I stay ready. Like, come on, man, I stay ready.
Yeah.
I stay ready. That's why I talk how I talk. That's why I talk the shit I be talking.
Okay.
Don't just be talking for nothing. I stay ready. I stay loaded up. Like, I'm not
They say
scared of none of these niggas.
musically.
I don't
you think
care. I don't care.
Okay.
Nigga. First of all, battle rappers are the best rappers in the world. Let's go ahead and get that straight. So for you to think that we can't do the same thing on beat, you're sadly mistaken.
Right.
I will show y'all.
You
All
know?
the naysayers, the doubters, all need to
He
on beat.
was signed. He was on Young Money.
I don't
He
give a
done did
fuck.
it. You know,
I don't give
he
a fuck,
been
nigga.
he been
I'm one
scaring
of the best
niggas up.
rappers in the world.
Yeah.
Not too long. I'm one of the best rappers in the world, nigga.
That's
On
right.
or off beat, nigga. And I feel like that, nigga. And we will show it. Get cracking.
Okay. So you ready? So Millz, shoot your shot. Do what you do. Bust your gun if you got to, Millz.
Ain't scared of no motherfucking black man. Hey, drop it. You dropped the shot already?
All right, I'm done my headphones for the rest of the day. This is what I have to say to that. I'm slightly annoyed. But first, when Nitty says battle rappers are the best rappers in the world, I agree. Bar for bar, lyric for lyric. Absolutely. I do disagree with him that all battle rappers or very common battle rappers are capable of being incredible on beat. That is a stigma on battle rap, but there's a lot of people that have hopped on beats and it's been trash that I've heard personally. I'm not going to call them out. I ain't going to do that. There's certain people that get crazy on beats, right? So it has to be shown. I've heard Nitty on beat before, right? I wouldn't mind hearing him on beat again, especially in a battle like this. But now let me get to why I'm annoyed at this. Aye Verb versus Mickey Fax. Mickey Fax dropped 9 songs. The 7-Day Plague. The 8th was the remix. And then the 9th one was like the sneak one of the Lost Girls, right? He dropped 9. Aye Verb dropped 0. Jae Millz, he dropped, 2 on Aye Verb? Aye Verb dropped 1. Jae Millz, he dropped 1 on B Magic. I think B Magic dropped like 3. Jae Millz, I think he dropped 1 on Jack Boy. I think Jack Boy dropped 2. Goods, I think, dropped like 5 on Jae Millz. Jae Millz, I think, dropped 3. And maybe DNA and Jae Millz were even 3 and 3. What else? Mickey Fax and Truffaut, they might be even. It might be like 2 and 2. No, it might be 3 and 3. I think. The point that I'm making is we don't have any designation of how many times you're allowed to go or should go to be competitive or to still get a win. There's battles so far that Jae Millz went once and he won. I got him over B Magic. I got him over Jack Boy. He dropped once. Those guys dropped more than him. Okay. A lot of people I got Jae Millz over in the impact and the grand scheme over. Well, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there right now. Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. But you guys get my point, right? So here's my thing. Rum Nitty and Jae Millz, from the outside looking in, what it looks like right now is like some double dutch and shit. Like, who's going first? I get it on stage that coin flip matters much more. But already when it comes to in the battle rap culture, battles on beat, the coin flip doesn't matter and the round amounts don't matter. Actually, so far, what's already been displayed to us, winning and losing, is just about whose shit is better. Whose shit is better? We will give you the win with 1 track over 2 or 3 if that's how we feel. Jae Millz did the same thing. He said that to Goods. He was like quality over quantity. That was one of his angles because Goods loaded up his channel. Meanwhile, Jae Millz didn't have as many releases as Goods. So Jae Millz already said that. What the fuck? We want our product. What the fuck is this? You go, I'm loaded, I'm ready. Nitty Millz, if you guys are both telling us that y'all are ready for each other, somebody drop a track. Oh, here goes another one. Jae Millz dropped once. Easy dropped none. You know, I'm like, what are we doing here? And some people might even bait you and just get their ass kicked, and then it's your content and your promotion then. Because Aye Verb swore up and down. At least we thought he was going to do something with Jay. He didn't do shit. And Mickey warned him. Mickey came out early and said, I'm doing a 7-day plague. Verb had weeks to load up and didn't do shit but watch him roll out and grab Hitman for a remix and do one-offs and then go into a blog. He ain't do shit but get in spaces and try to talk in circles and convince y'all why he's not losing. And didn't even rap towards Mickey Facts. Put up a fake trailer talking about I'm not pussy. I don't play possum. Y'all, whatever he put up. And nothing came. That was supposed to be the 22nd, like 2 weeks ago. And he ain't dropped shit. Matter of fact, producers were coming out and saying, go ahead and drop that Biggie beat. Ain't no rules to the on beat shit, y'all. And y'all are the ones that taught us that. There's no rules to it. And here's the last piece I want to say. If anybody is double dutching like, oh no, I don't want to go first or whatever, you know what it's going to start to be interpreted to the fans? Almost like you ain't clipped up, or you think that you only got 1 or 2 shots to let off. And if you are a song creator, that shit is supposed to go as long as your mind turns. Now, of course, you might run out of angles, but that's where you got to get creative. You got to get creative. You know, like, I don't think that Jae Millz can't come up with at least 5 good songs directed towards Nitty. I don't remember hearing a Nitty diss track. So I want to hope that Nitty got at least 3, 4, 5 that he could come up towards Jae Millz. So why the fuck hasn't somebody dropped yet? Light the fucking fuse. This shit is fucking frustrating for we fans, B. The fuck? The fuck? And every interviewer keep asking Nitty and Jae Millz about it, or definitely Nitty, and Jae Millz is talking about it at times, right? Like, what's up? What's up? What we doing? It ain't nothing but a battle on beat. All right. Last but absolutely not least, I'm going to come to that soup in a second. Last but once again, absolutely not least, shout out to my guy, Cal. We did the King of the Dot card. The rematch, Calicoe versus Shotgun Suge, Marv 1 versus New Jersey Twerk, Quest McCody, Old Red, Kitchen Clean versus Arsenal. Oh, wait a minute. All right, Devious versus Dre Dennis, Breezy Will versus Merlo. Okay, so I don't know who Breezy Will is. Get an opportunity to see who that is. Merlo, I heard his name also when Mickey did his True Foe diss. Spilled a Merlo on an alpaca, the American gangster scene. Devious, I'm not sure who that is, but we all know Dre Dennis get crazy. Shout out to Dre Dennis. That's another guy. It's like, do you ever run out of bars? I heard word that he ghostwrites too on the low. I'm just saying. Wasn't Dre Dennis the one that hinted? I forget. Anyway, let's go to this one. Clean versus Arsenal. Their first one is on Black Ice Cartel, right? And is that not a classic on Black Ice Cartel? See, that's the thing about rematching classics. There's a couple battles that I feel should never be touched. Like you leave like a chill in a JC. I don't want to see the rematch. Leave that where it is. I would never rematch Daylight versus Oops. I would never do it. Ever. Clean and Arsenal got the space though, because I don't think that there was a story around it or anything. But it was a classic battle, if I remember correctly. Shit, I might have been there. Okay. Quest versus O-Red. those that know me know that Old Red is one of my favorite rappers, ball for ball, of all time. Quest McCody is to be utmost respected, and he's highly, highly capable. Quest McCody actually has one of my favorite one rounders of all time, Quest versus Daylight. Go watch that if y'all want to see some high level rap. It's definitely top 5 one rounders of all time, Quest versus Daylight. But I gotta go with Old Red, man. He's just too good. And A game Old Red is like, man, Marv 1 versus Twerk. Marv is Marv. You get that tournament Marv, hey, you gonna step on shit. But Twerk, why do we always have to do this? He said he was sitting down for a little bit after the easy shit, right? And that was before Christmas. So here we are in March. This is the first time I remember seeing his name on the card. So hopefully that was a long enough sit down for him. Come on, Twerk. Come on, man. All right, I'm gonna go with Marv 1 because I don't trust Twerk. Twerk, prove it. Okay, I'm gonna go Marv 1. Twerk, you gotta prove it. All right. I feel like if I don't, then I'm like being a hypocrite towards some of all of the blogs and some of the things we had to talk about in December. You know, we got wild respect for Twerk and we know what he's capable of, but I don't want to be a hypocrite. Marv, man. Twerk, prove it, man. Show us. This, now speaking of this rematch, this is one I absolutely do believe should happen because the history of those guys and the stuff with Proof and this happening in Michigan. Oh, so Suge could be walking into an extremely biased environment, not just because it's Calicoe's hometown, but because Proof is so respected. He's one of their legends. So the history of the Shotgun Suge and those bars, they're supposed, I'm not going to say supposed to, like they're going to want to damn near boo him. Like, I hope that the battle gets protected in that respect. You know, like everybody that shows up, all you Detroit and Michigan locals, you want to hope that they show up to support Cal, to support the battle, but to not know that you paid a ticket to walk into that building to watch some fucking bars and not let your Michigan take over and be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because that could, I hope they get in a battle rap zone. Now, Shotgun Suge in certain spots, and I don't know if it needs to be like the easy type of matchup or something. I don't know, because that was a through the roof Shotgun Suge version. Calicoe, aka the Wizard, he rarely has off nights though. He's just, I got Cal not just because of the circumstances, but you got to factor those in now I think about it. Like the comfort level of it, the crowd energy. The crowds are always part of the events, man. Like you just can't help it. I got Cal taking that. Suge, bold. I respect this. I respect you taking this rematch in Michigan. That's bold. That's sturdy. I respect it. And it'd be dope if, in a way, within his rounds, he buries the hatchet with all of Michigan. He might start the battle like that, for all we know. Could be a smart play. I'm not saying kiss up to the crowd, but let them know that you respect them and you there to rap and try to take down Calicoe. And it ain't about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? That might be smart to start the battle. That might be smart because you damn sure don't want to pull that stunt again. You don't want to do that. Because, Cal probably got a lot of weight out there, but, what I'm saying? Can't stop everybody from throwing tomatoes on the stage and shit. That's the nicest way I can say it. All right. I saw the Blue Room one earlier. Thank you once again to our members in the building. Let's turn off that chat. Really appreciate your expertise and staying solid. Thank you. Mr. Alltheway 89, thank you for the support. Member for 18 months. Like I said, this month we got some one-offs coming for y'all. All members going to get early access. So I got y'all. Those are on the way. I'll probably be getting my trailer from Avocado within like the next week. Within like the next 7 days. And then I'm going to debut it here probably on a live, and then I'll talk about each matchup with y'all. Once again, I'm not trying to oversell or overhype nothing. I think it's a very, very fun card, and there's a couple things on there that I've wanted to see for a while. All right, so, you know, what else do y'all want from me for free? Shit. All right. Support the channel and RBE for life. Mr. Ordaway 89, once again, one of our members. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you. And last but not least, Nine-Tail Silver Fox. Thank you for the super says. Verb missed his own deadline. 2/22. Too late. I was the only one that did a stream or a video talking about it. I was the only one that said, hey, where's all the outrage for you guys not getting this GOAT's promised new mixtape or new drop? We're all anticipating it. It's gonna have one of the strip club remixes on it. Where is it? I was the only person, I guess, that thought about it. I was like, did anybody realize that the 22nd came and went? Just me? No. Okay, fine. Nobody cared. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? All right. Almost 90 minutes we went today. Shout out to the whole chat. Please hit the like button on your way out. Oh, and watch the outro. It's a little different because I made some changes to it to suit this channel now, being that we're going to start also doing lives on the news channel now. So I had the little small tweaks in the outro. About to play it for y'all, but like on the way out. I appreciate y'all, and we'll be back live tomorrow. Either way, keep your eyes on the channel, because if we ain't live, there will be an upload for y'all. So I got y'all. We'll be back.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I drop it, connected to block, learn Tetris.
One of the toughest characters ever to bulldog his way
Welcome
into
to the house
Hollywood.
of. And shout out to them.
Without my reach, still got a gun.